Testing, testing, testing. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Testing. Let's see here. Anyway, we'll just use the crummy microphone here on YouTube. Anyway, so Texas has been a snowy apocalypse, so I haven't been streaming. But anyway, my house still doesn't have any heat or water. Luckily, I'm kind of a doomsday prepper, so I have 55-gallon drums of water. I have a year supply of food, a whole bunch of other supplies. So I was fine. I was completely fine. But my neighbors, not so much. They were literally dehydrating, running out of water. They were drinking pool water because they were dehydrated. So Texas has been a madhouse the last 5 days. Yeah, did I not shower then? No, I haven't showered in over 5 days. So yeah, so there you have it. But I've been, washing my face with a rag. So I have plenty of water because I'm a doomsday prepper. I've got a lot of stuff, but everybody else doesn't have stuff. My whole neighborhood's still an emergency. I have a Jeep, and I've been taking out my Jeep four-wheel driving in the snow to deliver water to people because they've been trapped in their houses. Not only did they not have water, but no one has four-wheel drive, and they're trapped in their driveways, trapped at home because of all the snow. There's no snow plows. And so people literally have no water. The stores were all shut down for 2 days. Nobody could buy water or food anywhere. So anyway, that's what's been going on. And I'm back. So that was a long story here. But tomorrow, everything should be back to normal here in Austin. We still don't have water or heating, but I think they're going to have it on today. So that's my story, everybody. So yeah, hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? So I was just going to talk a little bit today about freelancing. A lot of people ask me about questions about freelancing. Cat hair everywhere. Anyway, a lot of people ask me questions about freelancing, specifically how to get, and feel free to ask questions here, but specifically how to get your first project. Thanks, Jody. Yeah, I'm fine. Other people are not fine, but I'm fine. How do you get first freelancing project? It can be hard. What I typically tell people is if you're serious about getting a job in freelancing, consider doing a project for free or very low priced just to get started. So if you're a HTML, CSS, JavaScript developer, take on a small $100 project or something, even if you lose money on it, and do a great job, get a 5-star review on Upwork.com, then take on another project and on another. Start doing 3 or 5 projects. You get up to 10 projects. You're really doing some great things there. You don't have to charge low prices for all of them, but just your first ones. And then you can go from there. And so what I recommend is you go onto Upwork and you find projects that look easy, like things that say like bug fixes. So if you're an iOS developer, go search on Upwork.com for iOS app fix bug or bug fix or things like that. And those are some great places to start. When you get your first project, even if it only pays a little bit, it does a lot to build your confidence, okay? A huge amount of things to build your confidence. So that's why it's so critical to take on your very, very, very first project as fast as possible, possibly free. If I watch a tutorial about app development, clone, will I learn coding or not? I mean, there's a bunch of tutorials. It takes lots of practice, months of practice and effort. I recommend, look, you're gonna have to learn a lot of things to become a developer. So at the end of the day, do you think Upwork's oversaturated? No, I mean, it's the only place to go really. Outside of Upwork, you can do how I just got started. This is still effective, but I would run Google Ads. You can run it locally for your area. And I would say, so if I was doing this today, I would say Austin, Texas app developer. We build apps for, small and medium businesses. And then what would happen is businesses would fill out their information. Then I would call them. I'd figure out what they want for their app. And then I'd try to close a deal. That's perfectly valid. And what's cool about that is in a lot of cases, there's not a whole lot of people for them to turn to. If they find a local company, they're going to have a lot more trust. Don't do it nationwide. It'll be too expensive. Do it in your local area. and then you can close deals that way as well too. And that's a good way to do it. And I would consider doing that myself if I was going to do that today, even though there's Upwork available. So Upwork is great though. It's a great place to do work. Someone says Fiverr or WordPress. That's a really weird question to ask. Fiverr or WordPress. Fiverr is a website where you go to do freelance projects, gigs. WordPress is a content management system. I'm not sure what you're asking. Fiverr or Upwork. Oh, so you can try both. Fiverr is great for gigs. So what Fiverr's really great for is if you can take something that you can do and put it in a package, a little package project. So one guy on Fiverr, he builds landing pages for businesses, and he'll charge like $200 or even $500 and to throw up a landing page that connects to an email, has a 96 score on the Google speed checker, and he'll do all of that for you for like $250 to $500, which is really cool. So he templatizes them, changes things around, puts images in and stuff, and gets it launched really fast. So he makes a lot of money doing that because he can repeat it. You don't do hourly work on Fiverr. So Fiverr is about finding your special spot in a package. And if you can do that, you can have success. I've had success on Fiverr doing that and starting from absolute scratch. And you can do it. You can absolutely do it. So you just need to pick something that you can package. Upwork, you can do anything. Hourly, whatever. Which language should I learn for backend? Well, whatever you want, really. If you're a front-end developer, though, that does JavaScript, I would recommend learning Node, because you don't have to learn a new language. You can do it all in the JavaScript programming language, which is really nice. So, do you need a ton of experience to start freelancing? No, that's the beauty about freelancing, is you can start with zero experience. You can't do that with the job sometimes. Sometimes it's very hard to get your first job without experience. But you do freelancing first, that gets you the experience, and then you can get the full-time job. So freelancing is all about having zero experience. The key is to closing a job, getting on the phone, closing the deal, helping someone believe that you can actually accomplish it. Most developers, especially developers who aren't comfortable with English, they don't want to get on the phone. They'll just send out 200 applications and say, "Dear kind sir, please consider me. I know PHP, blah, 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 blah." No one wants to hire you. And it makes sense because you're not offering any value. But if you send a personalized video to somebody about how you can help their project and how you can help their business, you're much more likely to close the deal. So video is key, all right? Being personable, that's key to getting your first project. You don't have to have a ton of experience. You just got to close the deal. I get disappointed when I can't fix it. When you can't fix what? How do you clear your mental block or not doing everything at once? Web dev, app dev, picking a language. Yeah, you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. Yeah, it is overwhelming because you're doing too much. You need to do one thing for 6 months to a year. Get rid of all the rest. Pick one thing you want to do, either app development, web development, throw the rest away. You can do it later. Pick one thing. Just throw it all in the trash. I promise you, you're gonna waste time if you focus on all these things. I finished 2 Android professional courses. Is that enough as an Android freelance career? I don't know. Can you build apps? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what courses you take. If you are, here's a good way to test how good you are as an app developer. If you can build any app and talk to any API, if you are an expert at talking to APIs, parsing JSON, syncing it with a database, if you can do that with your eyes closed, you're probably ready to take on freelance work. If you still struggle with APIs and JSON and networking and network requests and headers and all that stuff, then you're not ready. That's my professional opinion. I have been summoned. The Soviet milkman. Okay. Do you need to learn Cocoapods first before you learn Firebase? What kind of question is that? I don't even understand your question. Cocoapods is not necessary, and neither is Firebase. Those are third-party platforms. What are you saying exactly? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't even, in my programs, I don't even teach Cocoapods or Firebase. So, what are you asking here? Antonio, what's up? I have to do a lot of learning and document reading. Yeah, that's how it goes. It's very hard, very, very hard work. Lots of hard work. So, that's just how it is. Yep. What's up, crypto travelers? Hey. They say Java is great for back and why? Java is an enterprise language, and they've got great enterprise tools for Java Spring and Java Boot. Those are great for enterprise stuff. If you want to go the enterprise route, learn that. If you're going to build your own backends or you're going to do stuff for startups, don't learn Java. It's too big, too much Just too much. There's way better ways to go, like Ruby on Rails or Python and Django or Node and Express, things like that. Yep. I keep jumping from one language to another. Yeah, stop doing that. Stop it. You're not going to go anywhere. You're going to spin your wheels. How to improve React? You keep building React apps. It's all about projects, everybody. It's all about projects. AWS certification, should I do that because land a job? So there's lots of opportunities in AWS, especially in their cloud computing. Those certifications can get you some jobs at corporations. So there is a lot of opportunities there if that's what you're interested in. Those certifications, that's one of the very few certifications that will actually help you in your career if you want to become a cloud developer. All right, React doc is useful, or should we switch to any React video? I don't know. I don't have recommendations. I just tell people to build projects. There's a million courses out there. It's about consistency and building projects at the end of the day. So that's what it's about. Would you recommend learning iOS and Android or just one? Just one. Just one. Drew, dude, I've heard a lot of bad stories about Upwork and other platforms. Oversaturated. Nothing's oversaturated. You want to know what the truth is? People suck. That's the truth. People suck at what they do. At the end of the day. This is what everybody does. This is why people suck. This is what they do. They have a profile on Upwork. Mark, I created a profile on Upwork, and then I applied to like 200 jobs and no one got back to me. It must be oversaturated. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's just too hard. You lied to me, Mark. It's way too hard. So yeah, it's because you're doing it the wrong way. It's stupid. That's a stupid way to do it. I could close any job on Upwork. It's actually pretty easy. You want to know how you do it? I've already talked about this. Yes, get your profile up there. Find a project you want to work on. That would be good for your skills. Send a personalized video to each of those projects. Hey, John, I know that you want to build a website that has content management system and has a payment gateway and that has, a menu for your restaurant, because you want people to be able to use your restaurant and you want it mobile responsive. Well, I actually build web apps for restaurants and they're mobile responsive first. And on average, my customers get 20% increase in orders because of the menus I build. Not only that, I can integrate DoorDash and Grubhub right into your website for no additional costs. If you really want to enhance your business and if you'd like to get this knocked out super fast, I've done this. I know how to actually build and deploy this usually in less than a week. So I'd love for you to get back to me. Let's get on the phone. Let's chat about this. And let's talk about how we can work together. You send a video like that. Here's the problem. Nobody sends videos like that. That's it. Nobody sends videos like that. So, yeah. That's because you're just sending out 200 applications. So Upwork is not oversaturated. People just suck at what they do. They don't know what they're doing. I just told you what to do. Go to my podcast, the DevSlips podcast. I have multiple episodes on freelancing. Let's see here. I'm going to block you, the Soviet milkman. See you later. Boom. Blocked. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Is Angular dead? Angular is not dead. Where do you guys get this stuff from? Is mobile apps dead? Someone asked me that the other day. I get that all the time. Is mobile apps dead? What about the bajillions of people that are using mobile apps? And then someone the other day was like, are web apps dead? Is mobile the future? Just like, stop. Nothing's dead. Who's telling you this stuff? Nothing is dead. You know what's dead is BlackBerry and Windows Phone. That's what's dead. None of this other stuff is dead. Where can I find small projects that I can work on to add to my portfolio? Zenu, you don't want small projects per se, unless it's freelancing. If it's freelancing, go to upwork.com and take on paid projects. But if you want a really strong portfolio project, build one project that's very meaningful and powerful, has lots of complexities to it. Like, imagine building a Bitcoin app a Bitcoin wallet app that actually does all the cryptography and everything else that can talk to Bitcoin servers, the nodes. Like, that would be powerful. Build one major project that you can upload to GitHub, and then when someone asks you to explain your code, you can go into GitHub and explain it. That's what's more important than a bunch of little projects. However, if you're doing paid projects, that's completely different because that's real experience. So if it's a small paid project, put that on your portfolio, on your resume. So I've been freelancing on Upwork and able to to work on 15 plus projects, but only small ones. I haven't made any long clients yet. Yeah, you need to get better. You need to, look, development, if you're gonna be a freelancer, it's not about the code. Okay, it's not. You're working with real humans. If you're going to work for a big company, it's all about the code. They don't care about anything else except the code. If you're a freelancer, your clients, they need communication. They need you to add value to their business. You may have to do design stuff. You need to bring value to people. If all you're doing is coding by the hour, you're not doing enough. Communicate. And you don't have to do anything crazy, but like if there's a project, and let's say it's a $5,000 project, and you just say, I build HTML, CSS, and JavaScript apps, and that's your application, you're not gonna get the job. You need to look at the client, what their needs are. How can you help their business? What makes you different from everyone else? What can you provide? You need to think of this like a business. That's what it takes. You need to have confidence too. A $5,000 or $10,000 project, you need to come in with confidence. Don't be coming in with lack of confidence, and you need to come in strong. Get on the phone call with them. Say, this is what I do, this is what you need. Let me give you some practical advice as well too. Almost everyone I know who's a developer is scared to talk about price. Don't be scared to talk about price. When you name your price, so let's say you're talking with a bigger client. This is what I want you to do. You explain how you're gonna add value to the business and all those things. And then you say, okay, now you're probably wondering what the cost is. So what I do is I build all of these things, and I usually deploy it all in less than a week, about 7 days, and the cost is $5,000 fixed cost. Now I want you to look at the guy or girl at the camera and just wait. You're on Zoom, okay? You're not doing this over the phone. You're doing it over Zoom. You're gonna sit there and wait. It's gonna cost $5,000, and just stare, look at the camera. And then they're gonna say something like, okay. And if they don't say anything, or if they just say, okay, say, well, what questions do you have? You can just be honest and we can chat about any of this. And then they're gonna say something like this, possibly. Well, I don't know, the cost is a little high. I was thinking more along the lines of $2,500. The cost is just a little bit high, And then you can say this to them, okay, that's understandable. Now, are you looking to save money, or are you looking to have your app built? What's most important to you? And I say, well, I want the app built, but I'm just not sure about cost. I don't want to lose money. It's like, well, I understand. Let me just give you my input and advice, okay? It's really important that you have someone who's working on your team, a team member like myself, someone who's an advocate with you. So when we're going through it, we're communicating constantly every single day. You're getting feedback. I actually deploy beta applications so you can test it and you can build this out, or you can have a build every single day. This will allow you to see what's actually going on underneath the hood. This is really important, especially for you as a client. Also, a lot of times people like you have something built, but they're not exactly sure what they need. And so if you just get a developer who charges hourly, they may quote you $2,500, but what if something needs to change? What if it's not perfect? They're basically saying that they need you to be the expert at app development instead of them being the expert. But I'm the expert and I can help you. I can help you build an application that's gonna give you what you need. That's why this project is $5,000, because you're gonna get what you want and you're not gonna waste money. So if you like, what we can do is we can start with $1,000 down, and then halfway through the project, we'll charge another $1,000, and then at the end, we'll pay the other amount. How does that sound? Okay, you need to have conversations like that, okay? You can't be scared about talking about money. If you're scared talking about money, you're not gonna close the deal. Remember, you're a freelancer, you're a business owner now. You have to be a programmer and a business owner. You can't be just one. You have to be both of those, okay? It's really important. What's the best beginner project for JavaScript? I don't know, just, you gotta take on projects. Look, anybody here who's asking questions like this, you need to join the DevSlopes Academy. It's my training program. Email mark@devslopes.com. It's a 16-week training program. I give you all the projects. I give you coaching and mentorship and help as you're going through. And then also, you get lifetime access. You get to work with developers for the lifetime. And then we help you get a full-time job or help you close freelancing projects. You get to basically have me and others coaching you. Like, these kind of questions is why I created DevSlopes Academy. Otherwise, you're gonna be going to a bajillion YouTube videos. You're gonna be finding a bajillion projects. You're gonna be asking these questions for years. Like, just join the DevSlopes Academy. I'll help you with all these things. You don't have to worry about anything. We'll just take care of it all. We'll go sprinting. We'll sprint together for your success. What's the best beginner project? It's very complicated. There's so many things you could do. I provide all those things in the DevSlopes Academy. I made a Discord bot using Python. That's really cool. You need to think of security. I don't know what we're talking about here. Scary conversation. Yeah, it can be scary. If you want to be a freelancer, that's what you got to do. If you want to be a successful freelancer. For a beginner developer, is it possible to become a freelancer or get a first job? Sorry if I'm late. Yeah, we kind of talked about that, but the idea is take freelancing projects first and then use those on your resume or CV to help you get that full-time job. So if you want information about DevSlopes Academy and price and all that, just send an email to mark@devslopes.com, okay? Send an email and I will give you information. What's the best way to become a better programmer? Start coding a new project or taking too many courses? Taking courses is the worst thing you could do. You need to build projects. Stop taking courses. Build projects. Build major projects. Build a passion project. You're going to learn more through a project than you ever will through a course, okay? At the DevSlopes Academy, we provide projects for you to build, and then we coach you and we mentor you on those projects. We actually grade them for you. And we give you feedback and we tell you what you need to fix and make better. That's what you need. You need projects and you need coaches. You don't need more courses. Everyone's taking courses and then they're learning for like 2 or 3 years and still not getting a job. I had somebody email me a few days ago and they said, hey Mark, I've been learning iOS development for 4 years. I'm taking a bunch of courses I've been learning and I just can't figure out how to get a job. And it's because he doesn't have a coach and he doesn't have a project and he doesn't have mentors and he's just going all these courses and he doesn't know where he stands. It happens so often. You need a mentor, you need a coach, you need to build projects. Courses, a million courses is why I created DevSlopes Academy. I don't make online courses anymore. Like on Udemy, we used to have 500,000 students. I don't do that anymore because it's just not enough. It's not enough to just pump out content. You need mentors showing you what to do. I'm a beginner struggling with problem solving. Yeah, problem solving, you can get better at it. It's actually a skill you can train on, and do coding challenges. Coding challenges, just type in beginner coding challenges online. You can do it in any language. That'll actually train you to be better at problem solving. You can train that skill. Fred, love your advice. Going to be picking up your new book. Awesome. Yeah, anyone who's watching here, I've got a new book. I got a fictional book coming out that you can be a part of. It's actually on Monday. It's a Kickstarter, and anyway, it's my new book called The Last Hacker, and there is a special deal in there. I'll throw this out there for those of you who are learning to code. There's a special deal on there where you can get $800 worth of coding courses, programming courses. I think it's for like $47. Special to that campaign. You'll also get the book as well too. So anyway, if you'd like $800 worth of coding courses, programming courses for like $47 with a free book, click that link there and it comes out on Monday. Those will go fast though. They'll run out really fast, just so you know. I become good at Python by doing projects. Yeah. It's all about projects at the end of the day. Cool, I made it. I made it to the bottom. Made it to the top. Oh man, I need to shave. This is this 5-day apocalypse, snowy apocalypse is. I'm feeling it here. Nice book name. Yeah, The Last Hacker. It's really cool. Watch the video. Yeah, I've got a video. I got another video in the actual campaign, but watch the video on there. It kind of describes what the book's about and everything. Let's see. I'm on the TV. How much is your program? I learned HTML, CSS, and some JS. What is after that? I should learn React. Learn React. It's a sure way to get a job. Master those things. How can I hack NASA with HTML? Yeah, it's pretty easy. You just go to nasa.com and you right-click on their page and view source code, and then or inspect element, and you can just change their whole website around. Yeah. Any project for intermediate level web development that can help me start freelancing? Here's what I recommend that you do. Do you want to know how the top freelancers are making money? And when I say top freelancers, I'm talking about people who are making $10,000 projects and $50,000 a month. This is what they do. They target medium and small businesses. They're not targeting individuals with app ideas. They're targeting medium and small businesses, specifically people who need e-commerce stuff. Okay, and here's what they do, is they create a templatized system that has content management, that has e-commerce, that connects to an email service like ActiveCampaign or ConvertKit, and has like 5 different things in that area. Maybe you focus on restaurants, maybe you focus on coaches, you know, in the financial side of things, whatever it is. And then when you get really good at it, and you build templates, and then you go after those projects. Anytime you see someone who needs an e-commerce store, you say, hey, all I do is build e-commerce stuff. And I can turn them around very fast. This is what you get. You get this and this. We can increase your website speed by 300%, SEO friendly. And you templatize this thing. You make the most amazing business pitch. Then you get them on the phone and you close the deals. $10,000 projects. Okay, so to answer your question, any project for intermediate level web development that can help me start freelancing, figure out a niche to target on small, medium business, something that you can do, you can templatize. Maybe it's a full stack website, maybe it's for restaurants, whatever it may be. Make a project template that you can swap things around and code and build out real fast, make components, pre-built components, like, you know, JavaScript components that can talk to, you know, email capture forms, and then close deals and do like 5 of them a month. Boom, 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 boom. Turn them around in less than a week. Make 50 grand in a month. I know people who are doing this. That's what you need to do. It's not about the breadth. That's such a hard word. I can't pronounce the D in that. The breadth. It's about honing in on the niche and then charging premium prices. Should I learn front-end development from Coursera or Free Code Camp? I don't know what to tell you. You know, waste your time with those. I mean, they're good for a budget, good for starting out. If you want guaranteed success, Astro, come talk to me at DevSlopes Academy. We will train you 16 weeks. We will coach you. We will give you, and you'll get guaranteed work, guaranteed paid work, guaranteed full-time job, whatever you want, because you get lifetime access and we coach you until you have success. If you really are asking a real question here about where to go to have success, it's the DevSlopes Academy. Send an email to mark@devslopes.com. By the way, I don't know if you're still here, Jody, but I did get your email. I've been without power for 5 days. I will get back to you. And anyone else here who's emailed me. Do you need to be a full stack developer first before going into freelance? No. Just find your niche. You can do whatever you want. Just find your niche and your target and what you want to do. What's your view on AI versus full stack web development? There's no versus on that. They're two different disciplines. If you're interested in AI, machine learning, there's huge opportunities there. If you're interested in web development, there's huge opportunities there. Do whatever one you love most. That's what I say. Yep, we're gonna wrap up here in just a couple of minutes. I'm trying to keep these short, so feel free to ask any more questions. I want to go with MeanStack. That's great. Mongo, Express, Angular Node, or you could do MERNStack. Mongo, Express, React Node. Those are great stacks, both of those. How can I improve my CSS? I'm sorry, Mohammed, you can't. CSS sucks. I'm just kidding. Stop using tools. Stop using Bootstrap. Master the grid. Master Flexbox. Master those things. Don't use jQuery. Don't use the Bootstrap. Master those core concepts and you'll be fine. A lot of people, they start off with jQuery, they start off with React, and they never actually learn CSS, which is kind of bad. So you asked about CSS specifically. Stop using tools and use their core components. That's how you get better with it. I know, I can't get it off. It's cat hair. It's bothering me too. There's cat hair everywhere. I hate this stupid cat. It's a white cat, and it gets its hair all over my stuff. It's bothering me too. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's the product of not having a shower for 5 days because of you know, I can't even wash my clothes because we don't have any water. All the pipes are frozen for 5 days now. So I made a website using HTML, CSS, and I never learned JavaScript. Well, you should learn JavaScript. That's how you're gonna up your career. You can't make a lot of money doing HTML and CSS alone. There's no careers in that. Lint roller, yeah. I probably have one around somewhere. What else, anybody? For CSS, there's Udemy course by Jonas. It's super good. There you go. Go master your CSS. What else, anybody? Should I learn TypeScript too after knowing JS? I think so. TypeScript is makes JavaScript way better. JavaScript's a crappy language. It's got a lot of problems. It's very slow compared to other languages. TypeScript's not going to make it faster, but it is going to make it have less errors. If you want to write code in JavaScript that has very few errors, write your code in WebStorm as your IDE, and code in TypeScript. That's going to help you get rid of a lot of bugs from your code. It makes it a much better programming language. How are the winners of the course going to be picked? Fred, I'm not. So I know the course. I know the giveaway is going on, but I'm not in charge of that. So my social media manager Connor is helping me run that. So I don't have an answer for that. I don't see a lot of people using object-oriented programming in JavaScript. All I see is functions. Yeah, it's because JavaScript's not an object-oriented language. TypeScript makes it like that, though. Yeah. Well, I'm going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a nice little stream here. What are we on, Friday? So we're going to wrap this up. Check out the DevSlips Academy. You can email, DevSlips Academy. You can email mark@devslips.com. I'll send you more information. You can also get a CEO discount, only through these streams, though. Only through these streams, and only if you hear my voice saying that. So email mark@devslips.com. And then don't forget, you can also check out my book, wait.thelasthacker.com. And that's coming out on Monday. You can join that campaign on Monday. And you can also get $800 worth of programming courses for like $47 plus a free book. So that's all coming out on Monday. If you join that email list, wait.thelasthacker.com. I'm going to wrap this up, everybody. Thank you for hanging out here. And we'll be back again on Monday with